Some of it's useful though. Yep, we can bring up that and add more things. Chest gives us a rusty axe and some gold. Huzzah! If we get out of here, we can spend it. Now, our principal job in the starting part of this Let's Play is to grab as much stuff as possible. Now, I have no lockpicks, but I'm betting you have a few. You have 6. A torch, some armour, some arrows, and a rusty bow. Huzzah, we're in business. Now, we also want to put on some of the armour, because, quite frankly, we need it. If we get hit, it'll train our light armour skill. Now, I always go I always try to sneak when I use the bow because it looks slightly more impressive, or showboaty anyway. Because if you use the bow like this, it does it like that, and we'll go and grab the arrow back. However, with sneaking, it does it like that, which looks far more impressive, but has pretty much the same result. Now there's a rat over here somewhere, I believe. Where's that rat? Aha! I see you. If we're sneaking and the eye isn't fully lit, that means we're hidden, which means we do more damage. If our sneak skill's slightly higher, i.e. 25 or above, we do triple damage with that. You do 4 times with a melee weapon if you have that thing, or 6 times if it's above 25. So sneaking's quite important to train. In fact, I almost always take it as one of the starting skills regardless of what I do, because it's just that important. Okay, I've got the charm as a club, potion of sorcery, a couple of scrolls, an iron key, and 3 more lockpicks. Lockpicks are quite valuable actually, because until you do a certain quest, you really don't have a lot of ways of getting more of them. Small crate has some more torches, lockpicks, and another club. So we now got £100, I'm assuming it's pounds, worth of equipment. So we're now half encumbered. There's no penalty, I don't believe, for any of that, but no, I see you. By the way, I'm still useless with this thing. Oh, come on. There we go. And our marksman skill has increased. All of our stats will increase gradually as we use them. Once enough stats have increased, you may level up by resting. However, while we're down here, we can't level up. Ooh, more iron bows and some heavy armour. Now, as a I think there's a thing, I rarely ever use heavy armour. Largely because it takes more of our encumbrance space to have it. But it's also more expensive, which is why I tend to sell it. Now down here, we'll actually want to switch our spell here. And while we're at it, let's hotkey a couple of things. We also have Voice of the Emperor, which charms targets, and Star of the West, which absorbs fatigue. Again, they're not very useful abilities. I guess Voice of the Emperor can be, but... Right, let's get our wounds healed. And then, let us prepare for what's coming down here. There are rats, but they're not the problem. And in fact, we're sneak attacking them because... Oh, we sent him back the other way. Good, you will fight whatever that is. Zombie! Which we snuck attack. Or sneak attacked anyway. You may notice here, that's not the usual battle music, because one of my mods was to add some additional music tracks. You are not getting my tasty, tasty fleshes today. I, however, will take your not-so-tasty fleshes away. And I would take Skull, but we have Yorick. Yorick's the only friend we need on this quest. Isn't that right, Yorick? I knew him, you know. I probably ate him, considering we were in the cell, and he was just a pile of bones. Hey, that might be why I'm in prison. Dunno. Nobody knows. Take some arrows, take some more rat meat. We'll probably be getting rid of quite a lot of rat meat by in a small amount of time, because it weighs half each. And its effects aren't brilliant, if we're honest. Right, switch back to healing. Right, there's a chest there, and there's also some rats. There's one. Oh, I one-shotted him. It's a bit of a surprise. Oh, you just died at the wrong moment. As you can see, because it's attacking us, and hitting us actually, our light armour skill is improving. Which means we have to cast this healing spell, which isn't very good. We don't have a lot of magic. Okay, let's see what's in my chest. Potions, lockpicks. Useful. Yeah, I won't pick up any more rat meat for the time being. Oh, I see you. I see you. Ooh, he's dead. Now we can hold the bow back, but as you may have noticed, that really drains our fatigue to do that for very long. Fatigue is governed by strength, and it's not a stat I'm going to be using an awful lot. Ooh, another one shot. Let's see if we can get a third. Oh. Yay, and that should have improved our marksmanship a bit as well. We have 35 arrows left, and I don't think there's anything more there. The only problem is reclaiming arrows. Very occasionally you don't get them back. In fact, quite often you don't get them back. And now we're over encumbered. Let's pick up as much as we can. But as much as we can, I didn't want to pick up all these bones. Right, don't need that. Don't need that because it's not worth anything. Put the leather boots back on. For decency's sake, we'll keep those on. Let's get rid of some rat meat. 6 of them. Alright. We have a bone we don't want. We have a skull we do want. Right. It's now working out. Actually, the rusty iron war axes aren't worth a lot. The katana's not worth anything, but it does have a higher fight skill than a short sword, which we can sell. Tricky, that one. Shields are quite expensive for their weight, so that's good. An iron helm. Doesn't encumber us. We like cheese, but it encumbers us. Okay, we're right on the limit then. Alright, decency be damned. We're now not wearing any pants. But we're no longer encumbered. And we have our arrow back. It would be really cheeky if the game said that encumbered us. And gold. Which thankfully has no weight in this game. Obviously, if this was Hackmaster, I'd be encumbered due to the amount of gold I'm carrying. But thankfully this is not Hackmaster. And very few things are as evil as that game. Especially when I'm GMing. Right, oh, I hate these jumping rats. They're really difficult to hit at this point. Right, well the light armor skill's gone up at the very least. Got our arrow back. Got that arrow back. Cast a couple of quick heals. And more rat meat we don't want. I may choose to get rid of the katana. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it weighs 18 but doesn't give us any money. Oh, it's a sack. Potion of healing and some lockpicks. Lockpicks are always welcome, and you should really have noticed me earlier if you wanted to live. Now Now my sneak isn't helped by the fact that I am running everywhere. If I wasn't running, I'd be moving this slowly. And nobody wants that. Once your sneak skill's high enough, it doesn't matter whether you're something suddenly. Your sneak skill only goes up when there's something close that could observe you. Unfortunately, what's close and could have observed us is going away. But it's dead now. Can we reclaim our arrows? An arrow? There is a little cheat you can do in this area to raise your sneak skill to 100, but I'm not going to do that. And that's one of the mods that has just done that. The mushrooms will disappear once I attempt to harvest them, and that's encumbered us, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Let's take the flawed ruby. Anything else we want here? There's a silver cup. And some lockpicks. Right, what don't we want? I think we might be getting rid of this. Let's get rid of the clubs first. Don't need 2 bows. Thing is, all of these are quite expensive. The rusty iron boots are less... are more weighty, so we'll get rid of that as well. Still have 9, we'll keep that. I think we'll get rid of the lettuce and the rat meat. Cheese wedge is only is less weight for its value, so that's fine. Just trying to prioritise things here. We'll keep the rest. Right, so nothing further in the chest. That's all the stuff we gave the skeleton. I'm sure he'll be grateful. Let's harvest some of these. Now, I'm not sure whether the mod respawns them later, because normally, if you fail to harvest something, the thing just remains there until... Yep, we've already hotkeyed a few things. Usually stay there until they can be reused. I think this does replace them, but there's a few things which are like that, which are a bit better. All of these will be useful for alchemy ingredients. Well, some of them will be useful for alchemy ingredients, and I do plan on using a fair amount of alchemy. And one of the reasons why I'm using the Imperial Manor is because it has a lovely little storage system, which I'll be taking advantage of. Okay, there's a goblin here, I remember him. If we're fast enough, we can sneak attack him. Yes, unfortunately, if I remember this correctly, it's going to give us multiple instructions, which it always loves doing when I'm just about to shoot. Fire. Got him. Shoot fast. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? There. Ah, missed. This is not good. Alright, you can't really hurt me, but... yeah, I know my fatigue's low. And our marksman's chill improves by shooting the floor, because that makes a lot of sense. A couple more lockpicks. Now, I did miss with a couple of arrows. Let's see if they're around. I don't have a torch equipped. That's a bit of an error in this place. Now, I did turn the brightness right up, so hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing, even if I'm in the dark. Because I know that's one thing that has kind of annoyed me about some of my Let's Plays recently. The dark areas are really too dark. And I think that's... I even tried fixing it with a couple of things, but... cooked rat meat. Not worth it. Let's see what's in here. Hey, our security skill's gone up to 6. All the increases you do here still carry over to your character when you make his stats a bit later. So it is worth training, even at this stage, some skills. Oh dear. I just realised I'm not using any... I wasn't sneaking. That was a bit of an error. Ah! Don't walk into the fire, that would be stupid. Right, and I caught the arrow. Yay. Get an arrow back, bear pelt 2 gold. Bear pelt sells for a lot. And another war axe. Let's pick that up. Not encumbered us just yet.